Hi everybody, my name's Amanda Gordon with the Facial RX here in Spring, Texas, and welcome to another episode of Skin School. Today we're going to focus on another structure that we find in the skin called the pore. A little fun fact, we have between 7 and 10 million of these little guys all over the skin of our body. About 2 to 5 million of these are considered sweat pores that we sweat from. The other 5 million are our oil glands that are going to be attached to our hair follicles. So let's take a closer in-depth look at what exactly is a pore. Most simply put, pores are small openings in the surface of the skin. We have our sweat pores, which are always attached to a sweat gland and are an independent structure in the dermal layer of the skin. Today we're going to focus on our oil pores, which are also located in the dermis of the skin, always connected to a hair follicle. These allow oil to come to the surface and lubricate our skin. Another thing that we find on the inside of an oil pore is epidermal skin cells that line the entire inside of the pore, as seen here in pink. Let's take a quick look now at the difference between a healthy pore and a clogged pore, based on what we've already learned in this video. A clogged pore of an oil-producing pore is going to consist of 4 separate things. The oil itself that comes from within inside the pore, dirt and bacteria that fall into the pore from the surface, sweat that can come from the sweat pores but can also make its way into the opening of the oil pore, and lastly, we have the skin cells that line the inside of the pore will shed just as they shed off the surface of the skin. Now, depending on whether or not the pore has a layer of skin covering the opening of it or not, will determine whether it is a blackhead or a whitehead. When the oil in our skin comes into contact with oxygen, it oxidizes and turns black. This is why there's a difference between blackheads and whiteheads. One has been exposed to oxygen, one has not. So what does determine our pore size? Genetics, how much sebum we produce, and our skin's elasticity. What we're looking at now is 6 different types of pores that I see in my practice on a daily basis. Perfectly normal pores, enlarged pores that are due to genetics and how much oil and sebum you're actually producing, sagging pores, lackluster pores from aging and loss of elasticity, your typical blackhead and whitehead clogged pores, as well as acne scar pores. Now, this is a unique style of pore that we will get more into depth on when I do another video on acne, but these can leave those pockmark scars and be very unsightly at times. All right, everybody, that's it for our video today on pores. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the section below and I'll try to respond to them as quickly as possible. And in the meantime, keep an eye out for my next video that's going to be coming out. A little bit more of an in-depth look into blackheads and whiteheads and how those can actually turn into a more aggressive issue known as acne. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.